Is your business registered on Google? Look, it's one thing to have a website that shows up in search engines, but it's another thing entirely to have your business show up in a Google listing, which is Google My Business. But what is Google My Business? Google My Business is basically a business directory on Google. So I don't know if you've ever noticed a little breakout box on the side of your search engine. It comes up with the business. It has all these great details like opening hours, reviews, photos, videos. The website has all this amazing information. Now that information isn't an automatic thing that happens. It doesn't generate that from your website. It's actually a Google My Business page and you need to set that up. Google My Business is a totally free service. So why aren't you doing it? Is it important? Yeah, it kind of is important, especially if you want to be found locally on Google. If you want your customers to find you, then you do need a Google My Business page. Now, there are a few restrictions around getting a Google My Business page set up, and the main one being you need a physical address. The great thing about Google My Business is once you've got your location set up, you then start showing up in the maps. So whenever you search for a business that is local, you will show up on the Google Maps listing. The great thing about that is your Google Maps listing is directly under your paid advertising. So you have your Google ads, usually 3, then you'll have your Google Maps listing, which is where you'll show up if you've got a Google My Business page, and then you'll have your organic search results. So page 1 on SEO now is actually beneath adverts and beneath the map. So it's really important that you get your Google My Business listing in there because it actually trumps your first page ranking in SEO. Now, optimizing your Google My Business page is also really important. Make sure it's got all of your up-to-date details, such as your opening hours, your address details, obviously, some new photos, anything you can do to make your business listing stand out from your competitors. Now, if there's a disconnect between your social media, where they may have found you, or your website, it's gonna start confusing your customers. So make sure it all lines up across the board with all of your advertising mediums. So Google gives you the option to write 750 words for your business, but they only display 250. So in this 250, it's a really great idea to get your unique selling point across. What makes you different to your competitors? Because this is what people are going to be reading and comparing you. The other thing you can do is upload some really great photos and videos. According to Google, you actually get 35% more chance of people clicking through to your website if you've got great photos and video. And you've also got a 42% greater chance of people actually finding directions with having video and photos too. So it does make a difference. Now let's talk about reviews. Social proof is really, really important. Now, reviews can be a blessing and a curse. They're great when you get all these amazing reviews and glowing reports from your clients. But what happens when you stuff up? I mean, you're human, right? And we all make mistakes. So eventually along the line there, you're going to upset a customer. Not intentionally, but it does happen. Now, it's not the fact that you get a bad review, but it's how you deal with that review that makes the difference. You need to make an effort to fix the problem. Showing that you care and that you're responding to them and trying to help them with their issue that they've had with you is really, really important. So not only does it bring transparency to the customer, but it also brings transparency to the business. Now, here's a great chance for us to understand that we have stuffed up and we had the chance to rectify the problem. If you do get a bad client or customer interaction, have a think about it. Is it worth upsetting them further and getting a bad review? Or should you try and resolve the issue? Get your egos out of it and try and help them. At the end of the day, we're here to serve our customers, not the other way around. And yes, we make mistakes, but it's how you deal with it. So if you don't have a Google My Business page, I highly recommend you get onto that straight away. I really hope this information was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.